Blunters, welcome in. Happy Thursday, team. Alrighty, kicking the night off with some NRL. Thank you for the fill. Gone with 2 hobby boxes this time, so going to be a ton of numbered cards. A little bit of a warm-up before the Raiders and the Doggies kick off. You might hear some barking by the old dogs. Apologies in advance. All right, let's do the team list first. Go here. Perfect. All right, Sam, you've got the Broncos. Guy Turner, the Raiders. Dylan Neal, the Bulldogs. Lee, the Sharkies. Morgan, the Dolphins. Connor, the Titans. Ryan, the Eagles. Lee, the Storm. Trent, the Knights. Andrew, picking up the Cowboys. Michael, the Wires. Chad, the Eels. Anika, the Panthers. Lee, the Rabbitohs. Dale's got the Dragons. Anadu, the Roosters. And Guy, picking up the Tigers. Go back here. It's going to be a good game, I reckon, eh? It should be a good game. Is it Doggies home? Nah, Raiders. Raiders home advantage. Smells a bit like Abdo. Simo. Stop being lame, Simo. Empty box. Best of luck, everybody. Thank you for the quick fill. Always appreciate it. There's a little tabs on this. All right, Max King, Ethan Strange, Blake Brayley, Jamie Chapman, and kicking us off with our first numbered card, Jermaine Isako. And we've got a Mercury out the back, and the Sterling. Dolphins is Morgan. And our Mercury looks like the Broncos, Reno. Adam Reynolds. That one is 23 of 95. Can I grab commons? Who's got the Rabbitohs? Lee Davison. You go, Lee, if you don't want your base of the Rabbitohs, Morgs is king. You're collecting the set. Actually, I did a personal rip for Anuru, and he said no base. Let me see if I've got any here. Kolovatangi. It's not looking good. I've got one for you. Tupou, Tango, and Max Plath. $462 of 725. The old footy show legend. Colin Hess, James Fisher-Harris, Tohu Hiku, and Brigginshaw. Broncos again. We have an etched, and the etched is RCG, Regan Campbell Gillard, Titans. Twal, Elias, Payne Haas, and Fasumuali. 157 of 185. Yeah, the Rabbitohs have normally been taken by Rossini. He's old Rabbitohs collector. I'm sure he's got enough too. I'll see if he's got double ups he can give to you. Brigginshaw, 158 of 725. Newer players. Simonson, Jason Saab, Jackie Wyden, Dimok, and Fotuaika. Mo Fotuaika going to the Titans. Connor. 585 of 725. And we have Taruva. Die cut. 130 of 250. Up the Butty. Crossland, Robert Toya, and Safer. You're a pest, though. Nah, no full photo legends. You'll have to wait for that, Matty. For the legend set. Our first die cut, Taruva. Tigers. Guy Turner with the Tigers. Here you go, my man. Ethan Sanders. Drinkwater. Zachy Lomax. Mr. Waratahs. Tate Tamaki. Perrin. And Lindsay Collins for the Roosters. 244 of 725. Kaufusi, Blaze Talangi, and Harry Grant. Roosters, one and only Anaru Crosby. Yeah, I said this before, bro. You never know. They've got, I think, 3 other sets planned for the year, so. And guessing maybe the last one will be the highest end one they do, which will be pretty cool. So might see some stuff, or very cool stuff out of NRL. 1 of 1 Hopawari. Maddie's a buy on that. Kurt Van, Jai Gray, Leka the Wrecker, Tufunga, and Olakawatu. Schmolle. Seagulls, the last team to go. 414 of 725. Go now to right. And for the Raiders, Morgan Smitties. Gold die cut. 183 of 250. Yeah, they probably won't do a straight legend set, but maybe a subset. I see they've followed what Tops do with Tops now. Nafahu White, Firma, and Shibasaki is dropped this weekend. Oh, for tomorrow's game. apparently missing too much tackles, but they've left Ezra Mam and Reece Walsh. Hold on, guys. I'll sort these dogs out. Oi! Shush! Must be my sister at the door. Mulitalo, Lukey Brooks, Jairo, and Amanita Paki, followed by Big Dom Young, and we have a playmakers behind that. Dom Young for Newcastle and Sam Verrills. Sammy Verrills for the Titans. 56 of 110. I wonder how they get the checklist for this set. I thought it was going to be just all halfbacks. Leilua, Laulili, and Falongo. Five 725. Big Dom. Hudson Young, Tommy Dearden, Lehigh Hopewade, Georgia Hale, and Adam Dewey finds himself in the halves this year. 686 of 725 Tigers. Nice one, Guy. And for the Waz, how about a bit of Wade Egan? Gold die cut, 122 of 250. Nice Wader. The Warriors, Michael. Papali'i, Ray Stone, and Dom Young. Capewap, Critter, Dylan Walker, Murphy, and Damien Cook. For the Dragons, and Etched, Teague Wilton. 147 of 185. Sharkies. Sharks is Lee. Oh, bro, did you see that? I don't know if it was real or not. Dylan Egan, Storm Checklist, and Jareem Buller. But yeah, if it's real, that's messed up. Stop sending your moles over. Jamie Humphries, Wade Egan, Tommy Turbo, Tamara, Kira Dibb, and Romy. Jerome Hughes for the Storm. 454 of 725. Xavier Coates, Katoni Staggs, and Pasifiki Tonga apparently went to hospital with a serious neck injury. It's a big concern. Happened at training. Get some little sleeves. Imagine if it was a plan, Ganache be a mobile manager to cover up. Carry on. Is that why he's playing like shit? Trindle, Ruben Garrick, Harris Tavita, Farron, Manzelman, and Reed Marnie. Cowboys, 306 of 725. Premier League sides got messed up in champ, bro, big time. Newcastle got a pumping. We got pumped too by PSG. Sean Kepi, Will Penasini, Tupanua, Isabel Kelly, and Jai Gray. Bit of a beast, this guy. 311 of 725. Rabbitohs, Lee Davison, and Riley Smith for the Eels. Gold die cut. 43 of 250. Nice checklist. Lindsay Collins and Herbie. Apparently Herbie could play Origin, obviously with the new eligibility rules. Tips tonight. Oh. Triumph? Maybe auto triumph? Imagine that. That'd be our first auto. Tips tonight. Kick out. First try. Tamale. Nikora. Julia Robinson. Gallagher. Tamari Martin. Geez, don't see much of this bloke in the set. For the same as his game time. Leota. Fainu. Brisbane checklist. All right, let's see what this is. 45 of 50. Joseph Tarpany Triumph. That's sick. Very rare. Love him in the Kiwis jersey. I hate him in the Raiders jersey. That's dope. Our first one of these. 45 of 50. Mr. Guy Turner. This is team 2. Who I put 30? Viliami Kikau for the Dogs. I haven't checked the team list. He should be playing though. Galvin? Nah, well, not for me. What are you picking him for? Anytime or first? Did they start Sherry after all that drama they've been having? Purdue, Niakorek, Malipo, Quincy Dodd, and more Raiders. So Maima Taufa goes all right. And we have more Raiders. Gladiators, Big Red, the Crybaby, 43 of 725. Gold Gladiators, 16 of 140. That could be his jersey too. He's coming off the bench these days, isn't he? Yeah, Weeks I like. Okay, Weeks. Xavier Savage could be a good one. He didn't dot over last week, did he? Someone at odds, 42 or 75, 725, could be Ethan Strange, Brian Kelly, Kamika Mika, and Dylan Brown. Lee's on the same board too. Yeah, I had a cheeky one on Strange last week. AJ, Hopgood, Sebastian Chris, Abby Church, and Rob Toya. Roosters, 580 of 725. There we go. Anaru, Damien Cook, Dolphins, Checklist, Marky Mark, and Romy. Did the Raiders go with Timoko, or did they still play Sasangi at centre? Timoko come off the bench last week, eh? Carl Lawton, Cameron McInnes, Jake Trebojevic, Clydesdale, and the Fox. What did the Fox say? 467 of 725, and Tommy Dearden, gold die cut for the Cowboys, 124 of 250. Mariner, Yale, and Titans. Checklist. Gonna rest it. Didn't even make the bench. A Kiwi starting centre to. I think it's coming back from injury though. Huh? Connor Tracy, Morgan Smithies, Kernick, Lindell, and AKP, Cam Pereira. Now the Wars boy, 244 of 725. Titans and Brian Tor. Etched going out to the Panthers, and Anika, 92 of 185. Paulette, Billy Smith, and Nicarima. Galvin Savage Weeks. You heard it here first. I don't mind that. Obviously, Galvin will be producing the extra odds in that multi. What's he? 20s? 18s? Lukey Met, Cody Walker, Nico Hines. What's that? Halfbacks galore. Bree Chester, Isaac Tungo for the Panthers, and Pacifici Tonga, Dragons. 175 of 725, and 96 of 250. Jaden Sewer, Saifidi, and the Tigers. Ben Trebojevic, Matty Burtz, Cowboys, Lauren Brown, and King Tonga. Kenny, RCG, Munster, Katoa. 549 of 725. All right, second box. Jeez, those are okay. I'd love to pull the RTS one, the auto version. Apparently been looking at options at Sydney RTS. Looking for a 2-year contract. Harris Tavita, Kepi, Penny Sydney. I don't know why the Warriors don't offer him the 2 years when we actively out there searching for wingers. Lamuelu for the Dolphins, and Connor Watson etched. Another one for you, Mr. Crosby, 118 of 185. 290 of 725. Farmworth Leota. Colin Hess, Fisher Harris, Amundsen, and Hiku. There's Bailey. 209 of 725. Elias, Payne Haas for Sumuali and Crosland. Parramatta. Oh, good tour up there from the tee. Jason Sub, Whiten, Guymok, Tamaki, and Brian Kelly. Titans, 429 of 725. And Titans again, or ex-Titans now. AKP, Khan Pereira, Gold Die Cut, 245 of 250. All right, playmakers. Sanders, Drinkwater, Lomax, Perrin, and Money Monster. Money is going to Lee. And King Tongia for the Dragons. 6 of 110. 1 of Jersey. Oh, no, he's 6, isn't he? Was Flano 6? No, I think Flano's halfback. That's Jersey, I believe. That's the one you would want. Dragons. Dale. Well done, brother. It's our first Jersey match too. Yeah, well, Shane loves them, so daddy and son combo there. Grant and White. Can't believe he didn't get dropped after some games he did last year, but it helps when your dad's the coach. But yeah, with NRL cards, the numbering for the left-hand serial, the most desirable one is always Jersey. And if it's not Jersey, closest to number 1. Shy Gray, Lika the Reka to Funga. This grub. What did Ricky say? You weak-gutted dog. What do we have here? We might have a predictor. Fermor, Shibasaki, and Leilua. I think could be predictor, which will take us to a predictor and bloody every break we have done. It is for the Titans. Might be wild card. Delhi and predictor. Gold Coast Titans wild card. We pull the Tino predictor. Oh, just 1 off the 1 as well. 2 of 80. Is a Titans player not on the current Select Delhi M Predictor Platinum Series? There we go. Titans. Connor. I don't know who would win ever win the Delhi M for the Titans, but maybe in a few years. Of obviously the investment of the Johns. Oh, you got it, eh? Yeah, I think that was the first predictor we hit. And then we hit 2 in that break, 1 from each box. 669. Good numbers. Cooper buy. Heard it here first. If anything, Tino would be right up there, but when would, apart from Cam Smith, when was the last time a Ford's won the Dally M? Brooks, Jairo, Pikey, Johnny Bateman, Cowboys, 643 of 725, and the Chiefs, 165 of 250, Laulili, Falongo, and Papali. Yeah, it was early, eh? I don't know the rarity of them, but there's not. Oh, there's like State of Origin, obviously Dally M predictor for each team, but we've literally doing 2 box breaks and 1 box last night. Or the other night, we've managed to find one, so I don't know. It'll be cool to see what the end result of whoever wins it for those predictors. See what they give you. Georgia Hale. Here's another crybaby, Sammy Walker. You're doing well on the Roosters. There we go. 1 of 725. Our first jersey match and then our first number 1. Beauty. Nice one, Anu. And Marcelo Montoya, 39 of 185. On the etched. The Doggies, Dylan Neal. Capewell, Critter, Dylan Walker, Murphy, and Big Boy Paseka for the Eagles, and Bronson Sherry. Bit of drama about him at the moment. 224 of 250, Buller and Carrigan. Talks he was going to walk out on his contract at the Dogs. Maybe end up back at the Sharks. There was the calls for Panthers, but then they came out and denied they had any talks. Trindle, Garrick, Viren, Manzelman, Stone Street for the Sharks, and a Gold Gladiator. Rabbitohs, how about Trelmet? That's it, 46 of 140. Gunnar Lee. Been playing a bit of golf lately, old Trelmet. Been doing like golf vids. You can definitely cover up Big Red. Edwards, Jaden Campbell, nice. Tupanua, Tamale, Nikora, one more, Julia Robinson, Togatuki for the Tigers, and Reno. 120 of 725, and they use that Broncos kit that looks like pretty much the All Blacks jersey. Even though I hate the Broncos, that had to be the best kit we've seen in a while, eh? 128 of 250. Gonna Sam. Mr. Nummel. Purdue, Nikore, AJ, Gallagher, and Lukey Met. B7. 7-1-1 for the Waz. Tui, Dylan Brown, Damien Cook, and the Dolphins checklist. The Warriors colors suit the gold. You can cover up that, man. Max King, Ethan Strange, Blake Brayley, Kira Dibb, Chapman, and Jesse Southwell. The Knights, 398 of 725. Hopgood, Sebastian, Chris Melipo, Quincy Dodd, and there's Timoko. Did him a bit dirty on the photo. 667 of 725. The old 6-7, eh? Guy picking up another one. And Matty Lodge, 175 of 250. Oh, Matty Lodge. Turkey did him wonders. Greatest comeback. Carl Lawton, McInnes, Jake Trebojevic, Abby Church, and Jonah Peasant. Now, doing his trade at the Eels before he's off to the Bronx. 322 of 725. Melbourne Storm. We've got the Storm. Lee. And another Raiders. Morgan Schmitties. 104 of 185. So many Raiders. That's a sign. Raiders 12 and under. Here's your Mercury, Connor Tracy, Smitties, Lukey Met, Clydesdale, and Will Penasini for the Eels, and back-to-back Eels. And it's a guy no longer in rugby league for now. 31 of 95, Zach Lomax. Eels is going to Chad. Good brother. Cody Walker, Nico Hines, Ben Trebojevic, Koenig, Lindell, and Taruba. 538 of 725. Birdo, Cowboys, Jack Williams, Bree Chester, Ben Trebojevic. 159 of 725, and another Raiders, Joe Tarpany. 220 of 250. Mr. Guy is eating over there. All the die cuts and the luminous numbered will be getting top loaded as well, guys. I've just sleeved most of them for now, for time. And the last pack. Chance. How about Mitch Barnett? Barney to 368 to 725. Nice way to finish. Warriors. Michael. Boom. That is us. Another very nice one. Next combo will be back to one retail, one hobby. I don't know when. I'll try to get one up on the weekend. If not, it'll be like maybe a Tuesday, Teamless Tuesday. Recap time. All right, all gold luminous to 725. These are all numbered. Stone Street, John Bateman. Do that one later. Salmon, The Fox, Toya, Taufa, Reed Marnie, Damien Cook, Adam Dewey, Dom Young, Ola Kawatu, Lindsay Collins, Fodawaker, Ali Brigginshaw, Issa Ako, Cam Pereira, Simonson, Lemuelu, King Togia, Isaac Tungo, Brian Kelly, Taruva, Ben Trebojevic, Will Penasini, JP, Timoko, Jesse Southwell, Togatuki, and Paseka. Then we had the gold die cuts to 250. Matty Lodge, The Cheese, Tommy Dearden, Riley Smith, Smitties, Taruva, Tonga, Cam Pereira, and Bronson Sherry. Then we go to Etched. So the Etched is number 185. Brian Tor, Teague Wilton, Connor Watson, Morgan Smitties, Marcelo Montoya, and RCG. These are the ones I've top loaded. Lukey Met, Mitch Barnett, Sam Walker. That's one of 72.5. Nice hit. Tarpany, Reno, Money Munster, Tamati Martin, Jai Gray, Romy, and Wade Egan. Gold Gladiators, Chelmit, 46 of 140, and the Big Red, 16 of 140. Then we had the Playmakers, Sam Verrills for the Titans, 56 of 110, and a nice jersey number, Lycan King Tongia, 6 of 110. Nice pick up there, Dragons and Dale. We had the Mercury, Sterling, Zach Lomax, 31 of 95, and Reno, 23 of 95. Another predictor, Dally M, Gold Coast Titans wild card, 2 of 80. Nice one, Titans. And a very cool one here. Joe Tarpany, 45 of 50, Triumph. For the brother Guy Turner and the Canberra Raiders. Well done. All right, team, that is us for NRL. Thank you for joining me. Should be just in time for the game. If you support either of the teams, good luck. to your teams. Guys, if you just enjoy the game, I think it's going to be a cracker. Viliami kick out, first try, Raiders 12 and under. Thank me later. Keep your eyes peeled on the WhatsApp. You'll know when the next one is listing. I'll try to get one up this weekend. If not, probably Tuesday, we'll go back to hobby and retail. Might try the 2 retail boxes, 1 hobby. See how that goes, and it should be a bit of fun. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your night. Stay safe, stay blessed. And you know the rules. Always keep it vibey. Peace.